When I hear data governance or lack thereof, I think of three main things. First thing that we need to do is understand the data lifecycle. Because if we don't know data and how it moves through our business, then it's very hard to look at someone and say, this is your responsibility. So once we get an idea of what data looks like, all the way from collection to removal or deletion and its use in between, then we get a good idea of what data actually means to our business. Then from there, we can start to figure out the governance side of things. Who's going to be responsible for what? What does marketing own? What does sales own? What does RevOps own? What do these functions of the business own? So that's number one and number two. It comes down to awareness of our data and then kind of delegation of the responsibilities. And then number three, it's really how do we manage it? So when we start to talk about things like data quality, when we start to talk about things like data deduplication, there are some simple ways to get started on that with Salesforce Native today, but they're cumbersome and they don't necessarily have the end user in mind. Whether it's an admin that's going through merging 1,000 duplicates over a week that takes 10, 15, 20 hours to get done, or whether it's putting in place some validation rules that kind of force the hand of our end users to be more compliant with what we want them to do. But of course, when we put in more validation rules, we can expect that just user experience and adoption starts to drop. So we need solutions that maybe the admins or our more strategic groups can kind of take as almost like a phantom action where, okay, sales guy, you want to create your contact, you want to create your account without seeing if they already exist and throw in whatever data that you want. Sure, do your thing, but we have something on the back end to come through and rectify any of those potential issues. And then when they come in tomorrow and sit down at their desk to go work with LeoCell at Validity, it's unbeknownst to them that we've merged it, standardized it, add some data to it, and they're all the merrier for it.